In most recent years, children from parents that have migrated to the United States illegally are coming over here to find their parents. And in an article titled Five Facts About Honduras and Immigration by George Gao, he states that numbers have rocketed over the years to 17,000 children from Honduras alone coming to the United States, and making it the top country from which illegal minors come from. It is unfair that parents are forced to trust others with their children who want to make the journey over here in efforts to find them. Studies show that kids face challenges like continued distress upon arrival, assaults, and rape even during the journey. But most importantly, it leads them to long-term mental traumatic effects. The consequences they face could either lead to a successful reunion or a mistake that these children will regret. Furthermore, parents of immigrants should not make the journey to the United States due to the causes that could impact their children back at home. Studies show that kids face challenges like continued distress upon arrival and even long-term mental traumatic effects. One of the three reasons of why parents should not make it into the United States as illegal immigrants is because of the effects it will have on the children's mental states. Oftentimes, children will feel resentment and even think that they are unwanted. One example from a book called Enrique's Journey, the author Sonia Nazario shows us that Enrique, after not seeing his mother in so long, faces anger when she states, shock turns into confusion, and finally anger. Her disappearance is incomprehensible. This proves that a child at such a young age will not understand the reasons of their parents' departure and think that they are just abandoned. In an article written by Carol McBride, who holds a PhD, explains that it is injustice to leave kids behind because it can affect their future. When she states, if there was a lack of emotional attachment in the child, also affects relationships later on in life, and make it difficult for these children to trust others. McBride proves to us that mental stability of a parental absence can affect the future of the child when they move on to adulthood. Since children also never received the love that they deserve and had no role models growing up to show them what true love really is, or parental love really is, it will lead to a lot of negative consequences, such as bad relationship with others. Absence of a mother's presence negatively affects the feeling of love, as they cannot sense what true love really is. Parents coming into a whole new country without knowing the language is a huge disadvantage when trying to even land a job. And once they even land the job, they pay really low money, and back at home, or their children's economy depends on the little income that these parents make. But the only solution to this problem is to ultimately eliminate the ability for children to enter the United States, at least without their parents. By implementing a law like this will eliminate the possibility of the United States having to even deal with so many children suffering and from these mental effects. They can do this by letting parents enter the U.S. with their dependents if they make the journey with them, or at least reunite the kids with their parents, then safely returning them back home from where they came from. Parents should not come into the United States with their children because of detachment of bonds, leaving children to seek acceptance elsewhere, such as street gangs, even doing bad in school or hanging out with the wrong crowd, and even treating their family members really poorly. They do this to figure out their alternative route where both the parents and children stay together at all times is a much option, considering the fact that they will avoid all these upcoming obstacles. Parents want what is best for their children, but abandoning them at a young age with no explanation is definitely not a good route to take. Thank you.